You got the target?
Yep.
Good. Hope no one else was caught in crossfire. These guards are paid by the hour to stay up that night, you know. They got families, one of them's a father.
Right.
But yeah, head back home and I'll tell you about the next job.
Intravenous 2 is a tactical stealth action top-down shooter where Steam supports stands their professional whenever your account gets hacked. Okay, quite exaggerating, but it's actually a really fun game, made by a bunch of guys who worked on a workshop in Gmod known as Chuck's Weaponry. It mixes 3 games all together, with Metal Gear Solid, Splinter Cell, and Hotline Miami. And I'll begin explaining it all. The game takes place in America. I know this because everyone is armed to the fucking teeth. You are a hired killer known as Sean, who is more careful with his own footsteps than to cause a ruckus around every joint he hits. You are doing moral jobs like taking down scammers for enough money to pay for your dad's eye surgery, because the United Healthcare won't bother to look into it unless you shove 6 figures and a lawsuit down their throat. Only until you have one more job and then you fuck it up, and then you must amend this mistake by doing a less moral job to save your dad from getting a bullet between the eyes. The plan is up to you. The game is mainly designed around stealth elements, but the elements are also polished to be shiny when it's hit by the light. The 2 main things are visibility and sound you make, indicated by the 2 bars under the health bar. You can choose how fast or slow you want to move, making yourself harder to spot in darker areas. You can also go full prawn to hide under bushes, windows, and anything that your line of sight, indicated by the green line you omit, can pass through. Being a silent killer is not an easy job. You need to learn the enemy patrol, how to approach them without a single shot fired, and hopefully not making a scene that would attract other guards. Guards can notice anything suspicious and begin full alert when something is not right. You can use a whistle tactic to attract the closest to you, but you also throw objects in areas where you want to trap them. However, guards can also be suspicious and also bring in a buddy next to them if they feel something is not right. So it gives you a harder time, or 2 birds with 1 stone, assuming you can kill them without having a shot fire. You could choose to kill them lethally or knock them out non-lethally. Killing them is quicker, but blood spills on the ground. And guards can notice blood on the ground and will follow the trail if you carry the killed guard and dispose them elsewhere. Guards can also be suspicious of closed lights, giving you opportunity to strike them when they try to open the lights themselves. Guards in the dark will also have flashlights to make them stepping easier and can spot you. Guards can also be suspicious of open doors and will investigate. And if the blood trail has a trail, they will follow it, giving you opportunities or basically a harder time. When a guard finds a dead body, the whole area is alerted, but they do not know your whereabouts, making things harder and will shoot on sight. Matter of fact, shooting them with a silencer is not that simple, because guards can hear gunshots even from silencers, which is something I would like to bring up regarding silencers. Silencers do not make a gun fully quiet. They suppress the sound to protect your hearing from taking damage. You want to know why every gun nut wears earbuds or full-on headphones? It's because they do not want to shoot a loud gun and acquire temporary tinnitus, or even worse, a permanent gun. Shooting a gun with a silencer makes noise enough that you can hear it without having a hearing disability. In fact, it actually makes the same noise as a loud gun, and even in closed, tighter areas, it's almost identical. So it will most likely grab every single guard's notice and make them alerted, basically heading to the shot where it's heard. So if you want to kill a guard using a silencer, you need to use patience, you need to aim correctly with such gun, indicated by your focus, and then use subsonic rounds, and hope to God that no one's close enough to hear even subsonic rounds. Then you line your shot, and then just bam, you get a headshot. Assuming, of course, they're not under alert state, or they're not wearing body armor when doing those. Once you do get detected, you will be shot on sight, and then everyone becomes alerted and rested in mission, ruining your stealth mode. But, like every single stealth game, the power of quick saving or saves coming is in your hands. Unless you're in harder difficulties, then you are limited with the amount of saves you can use, and you can also acquire more by eliminating threats. In fact, the guards varies in type of response depending on the difficulty, with the highest one being incredibly responsive and even noticing if a guard has not done their normal routine or patrol. So if you see a guard that has seen a guard was basically doing a routine, or was seen by other guards that basically done this routine, and you knock them or kill them, they will investigate and become suspicious. So you need to tread carefully if you really want to a clean takedown doing such harder difficulties. Of course, you can use everything to your advantage, even the environment. However, shooting them with normal bullets will actually attract more guards than you would think. So taking them out using special items like a EMP gun or a EMP pack actually makes it shut down temporarily, but not fully broken that you would have to bring up the guards. Of course, regarding cameras, a guard will be stationed on one of them, and once a guard is sitting there, they will have a line of sight on every single camera. So, if you eliminate this guard manning the security station, it makes the more stealth run easier. But they are accompanied sometimes by other guards just chilling and relaxing next to them. So you need to plan that thoroughly as well before you jump yourself into a whole nother ruckus. And yeah, that's stealth for you. But that brings us to a certain question. This game is intended to stealth, so why would you ever go loud? In most stealth games, going loud or being detected is not really a good option. But why wouldn't you when there's great music and tons of options for whatever weapons you want to use? You got everything from high caliber pistols to sniper rifles and even assault rifles, shotguns. There's all kinds of shit, you know, you can use anything. You're still easy to get killed, but you can equip better plated armor to prevent dying too fast. Guards are going to do cover and shooting, even so much as group up together. They will try and flank you and shoot you through openings they find. They will mostly follow attraction of the shooting and any guards who sights you and calls them via radio. But eventually they can stop and become heavily alerted, looking for live sightings or shootings, or just be more cautious now that there's an intruder in the spot. So you can, and try, trick them into a spot and throw a gas grenade or even a grenade. As for the weapons you should use, well, you have a myriad of options and none of them are really just overpowered. You can use a SIG, a 12 shotgun if you manage to find one, or you can use a modded LMG for all I care about, and you'll still get the same result regardless of whatever weapons you want to use. Just going more platings obviously is important because not only you'll get shot a lot, but you can also carry more magazines for your preferred weapons. And you can also pick up other guards' bullets and even their weapons if you so much as want to go a John Wick route. I'm not going to talk about the story. I'll leave the introduction for you. It's fairly simple and has 4 different outcomes to the end of the game. It all depends on trust and the targets that you choose to kill or spam. That's all I'm going to leave for you. I like this game. I made a video for it, but it is quite the game I enjoy. It mixes stealth, environment, and action all together, telling you that you are outnumbered, but you have the advantage of knowing your enemies and planning ahead with lots of trial and error. You're not obligated to do whatever the game intends you to do, obviously, but you're just given the freedom to do whatever you want, whatever weapons you want, whatever routes you want to take. The maps and the entire game, all in all, is designed to give you actual freedom that no other game would force you, nowadays that we have. You're just given such immense options in this game. And that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching my video, and I'll see you all later.